Dear God, 24 years pass by slowly but yet so fast. I can only remember the highlights. Like seasons in the year, seasons of life pass by. For every season, there's always something consistent. The earth still exists. And I will never be disappointed in the peaceful tranquility of open water on a calm day. I've been doing a lot of thinking. After college, everything changed. I'm still in grad school, but things are different now. For years, I've gotten to know society, but now I've gotten to know myself. Here's what I've learned. Never be afraid to say no. Have enough respect for yourself so that people who are disrespectful won't drain you. I was reading your word, God, and where it says love others as you love yourself, Matthew 22:39, I've been doing well with the first part, but the second part is difficult. It takes a lot of self-control to balance self-respect and selflessness while living in an ocean that's full of grays from self-idolization. How can you selflessly be there for a person without allowing them to drown you to save themselves? Especially when sometimes I need to be saved from myself. With my anxieties, worries, doubts, fears, racing thoughts, intrusive thoughts, overthinking, I'm also drowning in the ocean from my own thoughts. Because I realize I'm fighting my own perception. Because perception alters reality. Perception is my reality. I hate overthinking. But I overthink because I want to be safe. I want to be safe because I'm worried about the dangers, the regrets. If I stop overthinking what mistakes we made, I will overlook the problem. The future depends on my decisions, right? Shh. Today's a good day. That's another thing I've learned. Live in the moment, because the moment is the only thing that we actually have. I find peace in knowing that you're in control, God. I find peace in knowing that even in the storm, you turn disruptions into lessons. What's the point of worrying if the amount of worry will not lessen or strengthen the reality of the future? It just controls how we react to it. Perhaps that's why in your word you said to not worry about tomorrow, because tomorrow has worries of its own. You said to give my anxieties to you. Perhaps the anxieties, the worries, the fears are simply an illusion because it's based off of emotion. It sucks the energy out of us and emotionally penalizes us for things that we cannot control. That's another thing I've learned. Living in the moment is satisfying. Living in the present moment is the only thing that truly exists. At least that's what my professor said. The future does not exist. Ideas of the future is simply a figment of our imagination, and the past is already over, for it does not exist either, is what he said. That's easier said than done. And does the past really not exist if it affects our present? That's another thing I've learned. I don't have to have all the answers. Today I went to pick wild blackberries in the woods, and I realized that life is similar to wild blackberry bushes. I stuck my finger on a thorn, and every decision in life is very similar. It has delicious blackberries, but there's also thorns. You have to figure out what thorns you're willing to deal with, if the berries are worth the thorns. Learn tactics in life to avoid the thorns. But you can't get upset if you stick your finger on one. Just enjoy the berries that you picked, because life does what it wants. And that's one of the last things that I've learned. Because I wrote every single thing, I would end up with a book. What does it profit to spend our lives working for material things? What does it profit to buy luxury items if you spend your life working for them instead of enjoying them? I read a quote that said everything that you own will eventually own you because you have to maintain it. Even if you buy a lamp, you have to keep buying more light bulbs to maintain it. I think my avenue in life has altered. In this moment, I strive to have less and do more, because I realize that once you are grateful for the small things, you find greatness in everything. So thank you, God, for lessons in life. Thank you for all the crap I went through in my 20s, because I used to believe that my life goal was to gain success in the world and to find favor with the masses. But now I've realized the true goal in life is to find contentment where you are. And sometimes simplicity is simply priceless. Instead of treating my breath, my hours, my life for things that are priced, it is easier to find value in things that are priceless because it amounts beyond worth. Your creations, God, are beautiful. So thank you, God, for this.